Good evening, actually, early morning, everybody. This is Gardening Warrior Q, and we are in the Q kitchen. Now, what am I doing at 12:30 in the morning with a pot of melted butter or melting butter? Well, what I'm going to do, and I'll post the video down below where I got the donations. I am actually going to use some eggs that I bought, and the butter that I bought. It was not donated. To make some bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches for my daughters to take to school with them or to eat before they go to school. And what I've got here is 2 tablespoons of butter melting, obviously, very slowly. Even though it's left out, I do not put my butter in the refrigerator. It's still taking a really long time for it to melt. So we're going to turn that up just a little. It's been in there for 5 minutes, and that's all the progress it's made. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to scramble 6 eggs, room temperature, with 1 tablespoon of milk. And this is actually a milk alternative. It's called Morning Moose. It's by Augustin Farms. I am a Thrive Life representative, consultant. However, I've had these Morning Moose for quite a while. And I'm almost done with them. So I'm going to have to see if I can find a lactose-free alternative. I'm going to have to look. I am a new consultant, so I don't know if Thrive Life has that. If not, I will have to buy more Augustin Farms Morning Moose because my girls love it. So we're going to put that into a bowl, and I will be right back. And maybe by then, the butter will be melted. All right, so that is 6 eggs, a tablespoon of lactose-free milk, and a 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. And now we are going to let it sit on low for about 5 minutes, just so it sets up, and then we'll start scrambling the eggs. All right, so I waited about 5 minutes, and I've already stirred it once. It's starting to get nice and firm. So we just want to keep it on low and keep with my plastic whisk. Keep moving it around. And it's kind of hard to do this with one hand, so I'll be back when it's done. Alright, so it's mostly scrambled, and I'm not going to touch it anymore. I'm going to put some shredded cheese on it and let that melt, and then I'll be back. Alright, so I have now added the 3/4 cup of shredded sharp, extra sharp, and mild cheddar mix. I get the blocks of cheese and I shred them myself because they're better for you and they don't have all kinds of weird stuff that we don't understand why it has to be there. Anywho, so now we're going to let this get a little melty, and then we're going to give it one more little stir. Alright, so after you stir the eggs, you want to make sure they're nice and even in there, because we're not going to touch them again until they're done. And I'll show you why in a minute. Alright, so I only made 2 sandwiches because those buns were a lot bigger than I thought, the rolls. These things are huge. So I only made 2 sandwiches, and that should last them probably tomorrow, and then I'll make some more. But all I did was I scooped it out with my little spatula here, and I had my hand right here, obviously, holding the bread. And I scooped it with the other hand onto the piece of bread until it's fully covered. And now I'm going to put the bottom on, because yes, I put that on the top. And you want to let these cool before you put them in the, I use parchment paper, and then my girls know that after they heat them up, they take the parchment paper off, and mommy washes it, and we'll use it another day. I buy very expensive parchment paper for this very reason. I will clean them off, and I do not use plastic wrap in my house. So, parchment paper, and I wash the parchment paper with Dr. Bonner's tea tree oil soap, and I lay it out to dry, and that actually makes them even more strong or stronger the second, third, and fourth time you use it. So, I hope that helps somebody out. Let them cool, and then I'll wrap them up in the parchment paper and stick them in a baggie, get all the air out, and the girls will have some egg and cheese sandwiches for tomorrow. I also have bacon, which I will, it's already cooked, so all I have to do is put them in the sandwich and stick it in the microwave for 30 seconds, and it will be perfect. So y'all have a great night. And again, this is for the Mealtime Freedom Collaboration. If you are a member of the Shed Wars Global Gardening Homesteading Community and would like to show us your skills at how you make eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, anything a little faster and a little easier, then let me know. I'll put my email down in the description box below, and you can email me if you are in our Facebook group. You can DM me in Facebook and let me know. It's running from October 24th to December 24th, and I only have one person that's emailed me so far. Luckily, I have quite a few videos that have not been released yet for this very purpose. So, breakfast sandwiches. Y'all have a great night. Bye.